Mic check, mic check. 212, 212. Coming in loud and clear. We are. Shuki, welcome back. Shuki, wow. I knew you were going to be awakened. Well, because you're not even sleeping. Dude, I had to get some sleep, man. I was way too tired, man. I was like playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and man, I got stuck at that one level, man. I was like, man, I can't do this. I was like, dude, I'm too tired for this. You know, even that Catelyn maid with her giant cleavage seriously wasn't enough for me to stay. I mean, is it Caitlyn or Catelyn? Not a Caitlyn. Catelyn. Even the Catelyn cleavage wasn't enough for me to stay, because I was just tired, man. I was like, man, I can't do this. I'm out, you know. So I had to. I'll just show you, man, that I just woke up. If you look at my eyes, look at those eyes. I think these glasses belong to me. I think I look better with these glasses than with my own eyes. I feel like these glasses are part of me now. I feel like I would make a good cyborg. You know, reconstruct the whole thing. I'm cyborg. You've fallen back to sleep after like 30 hours. What? Oh, I see what you mean. Oh, you only slept for like 30 minutes or an hour. So you were like off and on, off and on. Yeah. Me too, man. Sometimes. Sometimes it happens to me too as well. You know, it's when you get to a certain age, 30 minutes to an hour. Right? 30 minutes to an hour. I think one time I slept for like a couple of hours and I just like, I can't do it, man. I was like, that's it. I can't do it. But there's nights when I'm like, dude, I can like, when I go to sleep, I'm like, I'm in a different dimension, bro. I'm like in a, there could be like a Godzilla versus King Kong fighting in my backyard. It wouldn't bother me one bit. Not one bit. But that's like a deep sleep if I go into a really good deep. And, you know, the deep sleep is the best. But the only way you can get a deep sleep is if you're really tired. Funny thing is, I get a deep sleep around 9 o'clock, which is like, oh shit, man. Not 9 o'clock. That's when my crew is here, when Shuki's here, when everyone's here. I was like, shit, man. Not at 9 o'clock. Like, oh. I hate when that shit happens. When I get that urge to sleep at 9 or 10, I was like, shit, man, you know. My crew is here. My 4K crew is here. I can't just, you know, go to sleep at 9, 10. You know what I mean? So, before we get into Gran Turismo, so it's been what? It's been 8 hours for me. I don't know what about you. For me, it's been about 8 hours. that I was without PlayStation Network, and quite frankly, 8 hours, that's really nothing. Like I said, I was busy playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. I was busy playing Assetto Corsa, Evo Evolution. So between Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 and Assetto Corsa Evo, I was, dude, 8 hours just flew by. So it didn't really bother me that much. But I understand for some people it's been since Friday. So for some people in Europe has been more than that. For some people has been 12 hours. Some have been impacted a little bit more. But I think Sony handled it pretty well. They were able to come back within, 24 hours. Within 24 hours, they were able to come back. I mean, I think they handled it pretty well. You know what I mean? So, what happened? It's irrelevant. Honestly, people been asking me, so what do you think happened? Because you can't even play Gran Turismo without, which that's something Sony needs to change. I hope that they would change that, because I don't want to be dependent on the online to play Gran Turismo. So hopefully they can change that. In the future, I mean. But that was the only thing that sucked. Like, I couldn't play Gran Turismo. I was like, oh, that kind of sucks, But I understand why they're online, because they want to keep track of your progress, of everything that you have achieved, of everything that you have unlocked. And that's what I'm doing right now. I'm moving on to my weekly races. I'm moving on to new races. Sarah is back. My lovely Sarah. My lovely Sarah is back. I love Sarah, man, because she's the first thing I saw when I installed my Gran Turismo 7 3 years ago. She was the first thing I saw. So I have like a special attachment, emotion towards Sarah. And she's beautiful, good looking. So, I mean, So she's back, and I was like, thank God, man. You know what I mean? That's the kind of connection I have with Gran Turismo, man. And I know you too also have. And of course, Yeti, man, also has the same connection to this game, as well as... I mean, we're all fans of this game. I mean, people who are watching this, you need to understand. We're fanboys, and we're proud to say that we're fanboys of Gran Turismo 7. I mean, Gran Turismo in general. We're not even hiding it. I'm not hiding it. Shuki's not hiding it. I don't think even Yeti's hiding it. I mean, we're all fanboys of, like, this game. And I have no problem saying, hey, I'm a fanboy of Gran Turismo. Actually, I mean, I could say we're proud. I'm pretty sure I can speak for Yeti, man. I'm pretty sure I can speak for Yeti, man, and you when I say that we are proud. We are proud fanboys of Gran Turismo. Yeah. Well, me and Yeti go way back. We go way back. Oh, Yeti goes... Well, both me and him go back to like 97. Of being fans of Gran Turismo. So, but you are on board. You are now official member of Gran Turismo fanboyism, and welcome to the club. All right, enough of chit chat. So what are we doing? Okay, as you can see, this is my Audi R8, also known as a Demon. This is my Demon. Audi R8 Demon. This is my own custom designed, tuned up Audi R8. This is like my style. Like, if you want to know, well, what about John Wick? What kind of a car does John Wick drives? Well, this is the kind of car he drives. Now you know. There shouldn't be any mistake. That's exactly what Baba Yaga would drive. And this car helped me a lot. I wouldn't be able to achieve what I have achieved if it wasn't for this car. But also, we all kind of worked together on this car. It wasn't just me that was, I don't want to sound too cocky because Yeti Man helped me out, gave me some tips. Shuki helped me out, gave me some tips. So both Yeti Man and Shuki gave me some tips on what to do, right? On what next steps to take in terms of transmission, in terms of like braking system, fuel injection, all of that stuff. So airflow and on the body work of the car design. So it wasn't just me, we all kind of worked together. It's always like a joint effort to create this demon. But I did have to choose my own preference. They did give me tips on here's what you got to do. But this was my preference, my taste. So what you see in this car, the performance and everything, it's based on my taste. Same thing with Shuki's, what you call that? Green Hermit? Is a Hermit? Was a Hermit? What you call it? His green Porsche 911. It's the same thing with his car. He has his own preference, his own taste on that one. Yeah. Did I just call it Hermit? Kermit. I call it Hermit. Kermit, Green Kermit. Yeah, from the Muppet Show, the Sesame Street Muppet Show, Kermit. Yeah, I don't know why I called you Hermit. You know why? Because I've been playing too much of Kingdom Come, dude. You know what it is? I've been living and breathing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 for like 5 days since Wednesday. So this is like a hangover, like a recovery, coming back from Kingdom Come into, Kingdom Come Deliverance into Gran Turismo 7. Because there was this one Hermit that I have to track down in the game. And I had to fight him and take his sword that he stolen from the knights. And, it was like a one last man standing kind of a fight. And obviously, I tried to resolve the whole situation with Hermit peacefully, but he chose to, go out, swords blazing and Baba Yaga won, obviously. John Wick. You never pick up a fight with a John Wick. You're mostly guaranteed to lose. 100%. So, that's why I use the word Hermit. Hermit, there's a character in the game called a Hermit. And if you watch my live streams, you will understand. I know some of you who are watching my live streams, you haven't watched me like in God knows when, and you're finally coming back from Digital Foundry or, Dreamcast guy or some other YouTuber out there and HD TV test, and you're like, what is he talking about? Who's Hermit in Kingdom Come Deliverance? Watch the live streams and you will find out who Hermit is and what happened to Hermit. And why it happened. Long story short. Anyway. That's why I said Hermit instead of a Kermit. So my apologies. Because I don't want to offend Shuki's Porsche 911. The green Kermit. Because he's very emotionally attached to his car. Just like I am to my Audi R8. We're both very emotionally attached. It's like It's like it's like a family, man. This car, it's like a part of me. It's like a family. It's like my own son, like my own son. You know, same thing with that Porsche 911. It's like its own son. So there's like a really nice connection there, bond between these cars that we have. Anyway, enough of this soap opera introduction, Days of Our Lives, all right? Let's just, Days of Our Lives. Days of Our Lives of Gran Turismo. Every morning, Monday through Sunday. Come watch us every morning. Wake up with Shuki and 4K. And a special guest, Yeti Man. Oh man, I need to be on a television show, man. I'm telling you, listen. I think I would bring the ingredients necessary of entertainment. I think that's listen. What's missing today on the television, and I don't mean to be super critical, you know, because people are gonna think, oh, this guy's an asshole. He's criticizing everybody but himself. I know it's gonna look very obnoxious and pretentious, you know. But I gotta be honest. Everyone sounds the same. Everyone is dressed the same, sound the same, and the same tone of voice, and the same everything, and you know, it's like no one's bringing that, you know, that next level of the new ingredients, new recipe that I think people are yearning for, man. I think they're yearning for the new recipe of excitement. I think people are like, you know, when you eat the same food every morning or the same bagel every morning, like, oh man, I'm tired of this bagel, man. I mean, nothing against bagels, but man, this bagel, it's same old bagel. Let's try something else. You know what I mean? All right, ladies and gentlemen. So this is what I have unlocked. And Shuki will walk me through it. All right, so one of the cool things, and again, this is really why Gran Turismo is the greatest racing game ever made. Honestly, I don't need Forza. I don't need Assetto Corsa. I don't need iRacing. I don't even need Forza Horizon. Honestly, if this was the only racing game, I'm perfectly fine. More than perfectly fine. If this was, and I can easily live without Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. I can easily live without Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Easily. Okay? I don't even know why we're mentioning, why are we even bringing Solar Crown into this mix, man. It's just like, no. Let's not even mention Solar Crown, man. All right, so here's what's going on. Now that I have unlocked, now that I have finished GT World Series, now I am opening a new chapter in my journey of new collections of cars, new challenges, new coffee bonus menu, cafe bonus menu that has been added. So there's so much new for me to do here. So the game continues, and it never stops. That's the beauty about Gran Turismo. It never stops. With each update, it continues. This is why I have a PlayStation 5 dedicated just for this one game, because of so many updates. Because it's always being updated. Alright, so where are we going to go first? Cafe or the World Circuit? Hold on. Now the World Circuit now has a weekly challenges, 3 days remaining, and I will most certainly participate in these weekly challenges. Okay, as you can see, I have won World GT Series Championship down below. As you can see, I have won it. I have won this. It is mine. It is mine. And I also have the receipts to prove that I have won it. I have the receipts right here. The receipts are right here. See? The receipts are right here. Okay? See what she says? This doesn't mean your journey is at an end. This doesn't mean your journey's at an end, though cars have so much history. Oh, you still didn't finish it. Oh. Oh. Welcome to the weekly challenges. This is where you'll be able to compete in weekly events. Nice. 3 days remaining. Well, let's do it right now. Let's do these weekly challenges, and then we'll jump into coffee extra. Coffee extra. Coffee extra. It's a cafe. It's a place where you go in and there's a menu on that, and there's different challenges there as well, different tasks for you to do. You know. Oh, the weekly. Oh, you couldn't do the last one. Oh, I see what you mean. Suzuka circuit, you mean? I got it. I got it. Well, I'm going to do it right now. Be sure to drop by each week to get even more out of the World Circuits. All right. Let's go. Well, let's not waste any time, guys. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go, my friends. It's time for us to do this Sunday Cup. Sunday Cup in Japan. Kyoto Driving Park, Miyabi. Hey, Saki. Oh, this is gonna be easy, bro. Oh, dude. This is not, yo. This is a joke. This is a joke now. Really? Are we going to do this with a demon? Really? Really? They want me to participate in this Sunday Cup with my demon? I mean, come on, guys. Why? This is not even funny. Why? Why? Tell me why. Do you want me to drive here on this track? 'Cause you know my demon is ready. My demon will just win every race. I thought maybe I was going to drive the same car. But no, there's no regulations. You can use whatever. Wow. Oh, I'm most certainly going to win this Sunday Cup at Kyoto Park. I'm going to win this Sunday Cup in Kyoto, Japan. Japan. With my demon. Yo, I mean, this is like, I feel bad, bro. Like, I feel like I want to like stop and wait for the guys to come in and, come on, guys. Nah, I ain't doing that. It's not my fault. They need to climb up. They need these drivatars. These drivatars, which are AI, they need to get to my level. Because essentially that's what they are. They are artificial intelligence. And we call them drivatars. That's right. My drivatars. My drivatars cannot compete with me. And my demon. Yo, look, I left them in the dust, bro. Dude, I'm keeping up. Dude, I'm actually approaching them from behind right now. That's what she said. Dude, I'm gonna actually keep up with these guys. Yo. Yo, dude. Did I win or did I win? Yeah, they need Nacon. They need Nacon. Test drive. You know, the only great thing about Nacon was what's her name? What was her name? That chick that introduced us in Hong Kong. Remember when you arrive in Hong Kong and she comes out, you know, she's waiting for you, and she goes like, "This is our Huracan. You get to drive a Huracan. Lamborghini, our finest and latest Huracan." What was her name? You know, I'm talking about that blonde chick. She was like the best thing in the game, but then you barely ever see her. Like you barely ever see her, dude. I was like, what? She's not inviting me to her place to have a drink, to have a coffee or something. You know, how about like, you know, invite me to have a cup of coffee, you know? No, it was Hong Kong. I think her name was Vivienne. Vivienne, I think Vivienne. Yeah. Oh, la Vivienne. Oh, c'est la vie, Vivienne. Vivienne. La Paris. La Paris. No, she was in Hong Kong. Vivienne was in Hong Kong. Yeah. She was the one waiting for us, remember? And she goes like, enjoy our finest and latest and greatest of Lamborghini gourmet style, you know, Huracan. Yeah. I don't know. Miami. I don't know. Miami. Because she kind of looks like Miami. The way she's dressed, you know, all elite class, you know, bourgeois style, elite class, you know, so flamboyant, you know, like a Kardashian style. You know, like a diva. She was like a diva, you know. She was like a Taylor Swift, you know. She reminded me of that actress, what you call it, Charlize Theron. Theron. Charlize Theron. Theron. Charlize Theron. You know, I always had a hard time pronouncing her last name. And I thought my last name was pretty bad. But it actually isn't really that hard. Charlize Theron. A lot of people say Theron. Theron. She never liked that. My name is not Mrs. Theron. Theron. It's Charlize Theron. Not throne. She doesn't have any throne. It's Theron. Charlize Theron. Charlize Theron. So she kind of looks like Charlize Theron, right? And that's what I thought about, like Vivienne. Ooh, $20,000. Nice. Nice. Very nice. Yeah. Ooh, I got 6-star roulette tickets, dude. See, from now on, everything's going to be better, man. I'm already at like, what, 180 plus cars collected. I'm on my way to like 190 cars pretty soon. I already got 1 million in the bank. So, but with my Demon, do I really need anything else? Probably not. Well, actually, with the Dodge, listen, between my Dodge Tomahawk, Formula One, F3500A, and of course my Audi R8 Demon, do I really need anything else? That's the question. And the answer is, not really. Dude, Florida, it was so hot today, bro, that I had to wear these sunglasses. Dude, it's so hot. Even right now, the sun is beaming, dude. The sunrise, dude, it's like being on Mars. When sunrise comes up in Florida, it's like Mars. Everything's orange, reddish orange. It's like Mars on water. Yeah, like Mars on water. You can see Matt Damon jet skiing, you know. Hi, guys. Hi. I think, well, he lives down here, doesn't he? Yeah. Matt Damon, he does. He lives down here. Yeah, he's married. His wife, they live down here. Yeah. Yeah, he lives down here. Yeah, he's down here. Dwayne Johnson, down here. Sylvester Stallone, down here. There's a lot of celebrities down here, man. They all moved from California to here. I don't blame them. Too many fires. At least hurricane, you can see it. You got plenty of time to, you know, to leave and go somewhere else. Here's like 85 degrees. Dude, it's 85 degrees right now. It's hot. It's hot. Hot. 85 degrees, man. Nice. 85 degrees. Now I'm kidding, man. It's about 68 degrees, but in around 12 o'clock noon, it will be 80, 83, 84, 85. Dude, perfect weather, man. Perfect weather. Well, you gotta remember, man, it's still winter. It's February. It's still winter. Winter. You're in Pennsylvania, dude. You know. And you are like in, well, Pennsylvania. Yeah. It's still winter. It's still cold. Even in March, it's still kind of chilly in Pennsylvania. I mean, you're in you're in Pennsylvania, man. You have to remember where you at. This is Bahamas, dude. This is Caribbeans. When you're talking Miami, you're talking South Florida. When people need to understand, yeah, Florida is a big state, all right, but when you're talking Miami, you're talking Caribbeans, dude. You're talking Pirates of Caribbeans, dude. You're talking Cuba. I mean, you're talking Caribbeans, So of course, temperatures, yeah, will be much higher. The weather will be much sunnier and better. Of course, of course. I don't mean to rub it in. I'm not trying to do that. I'm not trying to rub it in. Just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. I rub it in, I rub it in, I rub it in. Just for you, Shuki. All right. Next weekly challenge. Let's go. Let's go. You're in violation of regulations and will not be able to enter this race. Please change the following items on the... Okay. I need to change the car? Is that what you're trying to tell me? I need to change the car. Well, we are going to change the car, but just remember, the car we are going to change, it's going to be Honda. Yeah, it'll be a Honda. For sure. Well, it is what it is. But during the summer, it's nice over there. During the summer, it's nice over there, like in upstate New York, upstate Pennsylvania, right? But you got to remember, you got to remember, my friend, you got to remember, you are up north. Look, man. It is what it is. I actually wouldn't mind seeing it snow. I mean, I know. Because you have to remember, I was born in a snow country. So, yeah, I don't want people to think that, I wasn't born in the tropics, I mean, I don't want you to think, that I was rescued by an alligator, and he carried me with his jaws safely to the ground, and he raised me, and he trained me how to wrestle other alligators, in a swamp, I mean, I was born in the snow. I'm a snowman. That'd be a great movie. Mr. 4K raised by an alligator. Alligator mama. And then I had to learn how to wrestle the alligators and snakes and all kinds of shit in swamp, Well, I remember beginning of this year, even here in Florida, man, it was dropping down to 40s and 30s. 40 degrees and 30 degrees in Miami, that's like, dude, like people are wearing jackets, people are wearing like hoodies, jackets, gloves. You know, it's cold. For us, it's cold, man. 30s and 40s. You know, it's like, whoa. For you guys, it's like, let me take off my jacket. It's only 30 degrees. It's only 40. So it just depends on how your body gets used to it. I think one of the biggest problems, Shuki, you will have, and I'll be honest with you, because this has happened to me when I first came to this climate, which is tropics. And I landed here during the summer. Was June. It was June, I forgot what year. I think it was 96 or 95. I think it was 95 or 96. I can't remember. I think it was 96 or 95. June. And I remember, no, it was 95. No, I take that back. It was 96. I'm sorry. 96 June. Dude, and it was so hot and humid. And the humidity, bro, I couldn't even breathe. I'm not kidding, dude. I had a hard time breathing. I mean, I could breathe, but it was difficult to breathe, dude. It's like I was breathing like through straw. Through straw, a very hot straw. Dude, it was, and that's the one thing that you will encounter as well. Because you know, your body's like, what the hell is this? What kind of a microwave is this? What kind of shit is this? Same thing with the dry heat in the desert. I was so thirsty when I went to Nevada, which is the low desert, right? I had a hard time, like I was always thirsty. Like I was like, dude, I felt like I had a fever, and I'm always thirsty, and I want to drink, because I'm not used to dry heat, you know. So same thing if I was to go up to a high elevation, if I was to go to like a Colorado, Rocky Mountains high, like Aspen, if I was to go to Aspen, Colorado, it would be a little bit difficult for me because I'm not used to it at that elevation. I would probably have headaches, maybe trouble breathing a little bit. I would have headaches, and you know, it would take a little while. Now imagine going to Himalayas. Imagine going to Himalayas and trying to adjust yourself to Himalayas climate and that elevation. What is the elevation? 14,000 feet, 15,000 feet. I'm more than that. 18,000 feet, right? Imagine being at that elevation, 18,000 feet. And then, of course, if you want to go to Mount Everest, you're looking at what, 29,000 feet. So think about that. I think they have there's another mountain next to the Everest. It's like what, 24,000 feet. But even 24,000 feet at that elevation, like holy shit, dude. You know. You can see airplanes passing by, Boeing 747. Hi, you can touch Boeing 747, and of course at the 29,000 feet where Mount Everest is, you can touch Boeing 747. Shit, you might be able to jump on it. Hold on to the wings, you know, and just climb aboard. Or just hang on to the wings, you know, at a 29,000 feet. Make sure you have a parachute, you know, like Tom Cruise. Yeah, that's crazy, dude, because you have to remember, man, your body is trying to adapt to the climate. This is what I try to tell people, man. Try go to Siberia during the winter, like in Russia, Siberia. Holy shit. Same thing, like try to go to Alaska during the winter, right? It would be very difficult. It would be very difficult. Yeah, but you gotta deal with the humidity, man. Oh, dude. You would need an oxygen mask just to breathe. Because I know you wouldn't be able to handle humidity. Dude, even at night, it's hot. It's like 90 degrees even at night with the humidity. Dude, it's... Man, this is why air conditioning business, it's a big business here in Florida. Especially here in Miami. Air conditioning business, it's a... Because you can't breathe, man. Humidity, it's so bad. It's like a microwave. It's like being inside a microwave, dude. Day and night. Day and night. Oh, trust me. Trust me. It is hell. That's because Florida, people say, well, why does Florida has so much humidity? Well, gee whiz, it's surrounded by water. I mean, you got the Atlantic Ocean, you got the Gulf of Mexico. I mean, you got the Caribbeans down there, next to Cuba, down south of Keys. It's surrounded by water. I mean, the entire state, it's surrounded by water. So, of course, humidity, it's going to be a serious problem. Gee whiz. I know someone has asked me that. Why is there so much humidity in Florida? I was like, do you even know what humidity means? And how is it being, developed? You got to have some water for that. When you combine the heat with water, and when you boil it, what happens? Hold your hand inside or close to a boiled water. And close it with something. Close it with something. And you'll see what humidity is. It's kind of like that. When you are boiling water, and before you close the top where you are boiling it, hold your hands and close the top just a little bit next to that water where it's boiling, and close it. When those, what you call it, those little closing thingies, I forgot what you call them, and just hold your hand there. Don't obviously you don't want to put your hand inside boiling water. I'm not saying that, God forbid. Don't put your hand inside the boiling water. Just next to it, and just close it a little bit, just next to it, and hold it there for like a few seconds, and you'll see what humidity is. That's humidity, but you need water for that. Yeah, but I don't understand. I'm not a physicist. I don't know. You know what, man? With all this access of internet, with Copilot AI, with all of these AIs and Google search, I'm surprised that people are still having difficult time learning things. Like, dude, like you have AI on the search engine. You have a co-pilot. So there's no reason for you not to know these things. Okay, you want to learn how does the humidity work? Instead of listening to my explanation, hold your hand above, just slightly above boiled water, and close it just a little bit with that, what you call that cap, slightly, just a little bit, so you can feel what humidity is on your hand. If you want a more detailed, developed explanation, just go to the AI chat, and AI chat will explain to you how humidity is developed and how it works. And Copilot will tell you exactly how it's working. Well, no. Back in our days, Shuki, we had to go to library. Remember, you had to have a library membership card. You had to make sure that your library membership card did not expire. And not all of the books were available. Sometimes you had to wait for someone to bring it back. It might take, months and months till someone brings it back, right? But you don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to go to a library to read about something, right? Now you can just go to your phone and ask your chat AI, hey Siri or hey Alexa or whatever, right? Tell me, how does the humidity works? Explain the definition of humidity. How does it work? And the chat AI, artificial intelligence, Siri, Alexa, Copilot AI, they will all do their best to tell you in detail how the humidity works. You know what it is? It's just the laziness, man. You know what it is? Shuki, you know what it is? Sure. Of course they know that they have all these tools available to help them search for whatever they want to search, especially with the world of AI, which is today, 2025 is the world of AI. AI, it's well established right now in 2025. And with the world of AI, I mean, really, dude, no excuse. You can do it while you're laying on your bed. You can pick up your phone and just, hey Siri, hey Alexa, even your television with a this thing has Alexa, all right? Even this thing here, look at that. Even this thing right here. Even this remote controller, this LG remote controller, I can go and ask whatever I want to ask, and she'll explain it to me. It's just laziness, man. I think that's what it is, man. You're right. Just people have become lazy. Spoiled. Yeah, man. Spoiled and lazy. Look, you can treat yourself once in a while and spoil yourself once in a while. But I think if you're always spoiled, then you become soft. Then you become lazy. And then when something happens and you don't know how to handle it, you're like, oh my God, I've never dealt with this situation. What do I do now? That's why you need to be self-dependent. And listen, experience and power of knowledge is the greatest tool you could have. Experience and power of knowledge is the greatest tool you could have. And then again, look, you should treat yourself once in a while. Treat yourself. Spoil yourself once in a while. You got to have some fun. You got to treat yourself. You know what I mean? But don't always be spoiled. It's what don't get comfortable being spoiled. Anyway. I like how you say it. The Clown Bowl. Welcome to the Clown Bowl. Yeah, man. But here's the thing, Shuki. I don't want to be too hard on this generation. Even though I know that our generation was way, 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 way better, man. Everything was better back then. 80s, 90s, I mean, everything was better. The world was better. Okay, everything was better. But I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I understand it. When kids are born in today's, 2025, they're born with social media, technology, Roblox, Minecraft, tablets, phones. They're raised by internet. They're children of internet. They're children of technology. They're raised by technology. They're raised by PCs. They can't live without a PC or a phone or Netflix or social media. So they're raised by this technology. And sometimes, and I apologize if I am, to everybody who's watching, my sincere apology if I'm maybe too hard on this generation. And I know I've been outspoken, and you guys know how I feel about this generation. But I get it. I have to be honest. I understand, because they're born with this technology, and that's all they know. If I was born in 2025, that's all I know. And I would think, hey, this shit is cool. This is something I can't live without. I can't live without my PC. I can't live without my phone, my social media, my Netflix, right? My YouTube, my Twitch and live streaming and all this other stuff. I can't live without my podcast, right? I got to see what Joe Rogan is talking about, who he has as a new guest, all these different podcasts, right? I get it. Shuki, we have to be fair. And I know me and you are a different generation. I know me, you, and Yeti, of course. And for me, 80s and the 90s, for us, they were the best. They were the best times, honestly, for me and you and Yeti man. But I get it why, this generation is the way it is. And I know why they're all freaking out when PlayStation Plus goes out for like 24 hours. I totally get it. I totally get it. I was like, oh my God, why are they all freaking out? Why they're freaking out? I get it. I get it. Because it's part of their culture. You know what I mean? It's part of their culture, and they were born with it. So you can't blame them for something that they were born with, Shuki, is what I'm trying to say. I can't blame them for something that they were born with. They were born with this, But they should also learn the manners, right? How to conduct yourself properly, how to be a good person, to conduct yourself professionally, to be courteous, show some principle, right? There's, yes, technology advances, of course, but the core basic of humanity needs to be principle. We're all agreed and live by those principles, and these principles, I think it's something that this generation needs to remember. And it's important to have those core values of principles, that makes us who we are as humans, But anyway, that's a whole different subject, Don't forget, Shuki, man, I used to do a podcast back, what was it, a few years ago, 6 or 7 years ago, I think 7 years ago. I used to do podcasts, and it was pretty good, man. and we had a lot of great topics, and we talked about a lot of great things. And people ask me, am I ever going to bring podcasts? I don't know, dude. I don't know. I don't know. Look, I don't want to. I don't want to say never. Because I have said, and said never, and put a foot in my mouth, and I don't want to do that. I'm right now. I just don't know. Right now, but there's, possibility maybe. We'll see. I mean, I had a lot of fun doing podcasts. I really did, man. It was great to talk to people, have conversations, and choose topics, and just to listen to everybody, to see what everyone has to say, and you know, this is something I was telling Renee when we first met. I was telling Renee, like, I used to do podcasts. I said, "Oh, really?" I was like, "Yeah." And people ask me, like, what really happened with the podcasts. Um, there was a falling out. We had a falling out, and honestly, I don't want to dive into it. What the falling out, details, and all that. Let's just say it didn't work out, sadly, and it kind of sucks that it didn't work out. But hey, it is what it is. Here I am. I'm still doing my thing, man. After 10 years, man, I can't believe I've been doing this YouTube for 10 years, Shuki. I mean, it is just ridiculous. 8.5 thousand videos. 10 years, man. It's crazy. There's so many videos out there that you guys will be watching those videos in the next 5 years. YouTube will be digging up some of those old videos that I have, and it'll be recommended to you, and you're gonna say, "Wow, really? Look at, is this Mr. 4K when it was younger? Wow." And I never thought that I was gonna go this far, honestly, that I was gonna do YouTube 10 years. But that's because I did it because I love doing it. See, I didn't do it strictly because of the money. Some other people, they're just doing it strictly for the money. And when the money is not there, then they leave or they go somewhere else. I mean, sure, I make some money here and there from this. It's monetized, of course. You guys are members, and I appreciate that. But the main reason I started doing YouTube had nothing to do with the money, I did it because I enjoy doing it. That's honest to God truth. I did it because I enjoy doing it. And I think it shows that I enjoy doing it, because, if I didn't enjoy doing it, I wouldn't last this long. I wouldn't be here for 10 years. It's just no way, dude. Just no way. I met so many cool people. Let me tell you, man. Great experience. Remember, it's about the experience. That's what it's about at the end of the day. At the end of the day, that's all that matters. It's the experience. To me, everything in life, it's the experience. Now, am I a perfect person? Of course not. I mean, I have made some errors. I have made some mistakes. But I'm only human. I tell people I'm only human, man. I'm only human. I try to learn from the errors and mistakes. But I'm only human, man. I mean, sure. We all have our not finest moments, right? When we say to ourselves, "Ah, gee whiz." I mean, I was an asshole. I mean, or I was a prick. But that only makes us human, man, you know. Thank you. Thank you. I much appreciate that. You know, this electric shaver that I'm driving, whose name I cannot even repeat on here, this car, can't expect me to win. But I don't care. I just want to do this challenge anyway. I don't know how to feel about the electric cars. You know, people ask me, you know what freaks me out about the electric cars? Is those batteries, those giant batteries, when they start leaking. You've seen all the accidents that has happened with the Tesla cars, and they go up in flames. You know what I mean? That to me, it's like, yeah, dude, I'm not comfortable with that. But people say, but you're comfortable with the fuel? Well, that's different, man. It's the fuel, oil, and the cars have been proven to be more reliable than these electric shavers. I mean, I'm not saying that the regular car cannot catch a fire. Sure, it can, depending on how badly the accident is. But these new electric shavers, man, there's been all sorts of, you know, problems, man, with these batteries. So I don't know. I don't know, man. I'm not a fan of electric shavers cars. What about you, Shuki? Are you a fan of these electric shavers? I honestly am not. Gotta give me the pure muscle. After we finish these challenges, weekly challenges, then we're gonna go to the garage and check out those tickets, those spin the wheel tickets, to see what we have. And then after that, we're gonna go to the used car lot. We're gonna go to the used car lot, and we'll see what we have there. I still need to purchase that Pontiac Firebird 78. I still need to purchase that. You know, that's the oh my God, Burt Reynolds, Smokey and the Bandit. Yeah, Burt Reynolds, may he rest in peace. Smokey and the Bandit. Yeah. I think it was in North Carolina, right? Was it? Yeah, it was in North Carolina. Was it Georgia or North Carolina or South Carolina? Smokey and the Bandit, I think. Back in the days, man, Burt Reynolds. I'm telling you, man, these guys were, back in the days. Burt Reynolds, Clint Eastwood, Lee Van Cleef. My God, even John Voight back in the days. I remember there's one movie with Eric Roberts and which is Julia Roberts' brother, Eric Roberts. When he was younger, there was this movie called The Runaway Train, and John Voight was in it. They escaped from the prison, and they're like on this train, and they're trying to run away with this train. Um, Such a great. If you've never seen Runaway Train, John Voight, Eric Roberts, I mean, you have, guys. What are you waiting for? Welcome to the greatness of when the movies were movies back then. So that was great. Yeah. You know what? These older cars run better, man, than the new ones. Some of these old Ford pickup trucks, F-150 pickup trucks from 97. Dude, I have seen guys with Chevy Blazers from 98. Chevy Blazer from 98, and it still runs great. And runs better than all of this new electric shavers that they're making. Runs way better than all these new electric shavers. Like, you look at today's Ford F-150s, nothing but problems. Nothing but problems, right? And you compare the F-150s from 1997, 1998, they're easy to manage, easy to fix. You can take it to any mechanic shop, anywhere out there in a small town, right? If I was living in a small town, I would have myself an old pickup truck, dude, from 97 or 98 or even 96, 95. And I would drive an old pickup truck. You know why? Because any mechanic in a small town will be able to fix it. Will be able to fix it. You know what I mean? And they're still great. They're still great. Buy yourself an old car. Not these power windows and they broken. No, give me the ones where I can just use it, let me roll down the window myself. And those rolling windows are easier to fix than the everything's on a mechanical power, power motor. Oh, we have this power motor, and this power motor, you need to change it, and it'll cost you so much money to change it. I love basic, simple stuff. Basic, simple stuff makes it easier. Makes it easier to manage, makes it easier to fix. Oh, they still look great. I agree. Even the old Chevy Suburbans, man. Is it just me? But the old Chevy Suburbans, they look big. They look bigger. Honestly, the old Chevy Suburbans, like if you look at Chevy Suburban from 1994, dude, they looked way bigger. Oh, hell yeah. 97 Dodge Ram. Yo, that's a Twister. That's the famous Twister Dodge Ram, dude. Oh, no, that was a 96. That was a 96 Dodge Ram. But still, great. Yeah, I mean, that's a Twister. Twister Ram, dude. That's the famous Bill Paxton Twister Ram. I will always remember Dodge Ram from 96, especially the red one. Every time I see a 96 red Dodge Ram, I say, oh, Bill Paxton, rest in peace, Twister. Twister, man. Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, I love that truck, man. It's still great. Still amazing after all these years. After all these years, man. Yeah, man. Look, we are getting old. Look at my gray beard. This is gray. I'm becoming gray. Yeah. You're gonna call me Mr. Gray 4K. Hey, Mr. Gray 4K. I mean, I know I can always color it. I can go to the, what you call it? I can go to the sports clips. I can go to the sports clips and they can just, color it. And yeah, but if you dye your beard and your hair, people will know. People will know. Are you dyeing your hair? Are you covering your gray hairs? Huh? People will know, man. They're not stupid. People are not stupid. Oh, you went to sports clips to dye your hair. I don't know, does the sports... I think sports clips does that. I think they do. But I think it's expensive. Pretty sure. I think they do. I'm not 100%. I think someone told me that they do. That they will dye your hair, dye your beard. But obviously, it's like super expensive. Plus, you have to tip them. I called my uncle. Well, uncle is no longer uncle because has the one that ruined the family the way it is now. I called him Pad. Why'd you call him Pad? Hey, Pad. Oh wait, did your uncle have that same truck? Dodge Ram 94, 97? Oh, cause his hair was all gray. All of a sudden, stuff looked like a pad. Oh. I get it. To be honest with you, I feel kind of strange with the gray hair. It's like a lot of people saying, I don't know, some people like it, some they don't. Some people are comparing me to like Tom Cruise, Hitman from Collateral. I Ching, shit happens. Hey, but that's okay. We're still on. Come on. You know what? Actually, he looked great. I'll tell you what. Tom Cruise with the gray hair, and the gray beard, and the gray suit. He looked fucking great. He looked I'm sorry for the F words. I mean, he looked effing great. I don't know if you ever seen the movie, and it's called Collateral. Jamie Foxx, Tom Cruise, in 2004. I mean, he looked fucking amazing in that movie, and dangerous as fuck. Man, I'm dropping some F words. That movie's so underrated, man. Let me tell you, like Collateral to me is such an underrated movie. And I think the movie should have got more. It's a simple movie. There's a cab driver in L.A., Los Angeles, and there's a hitman, right? And this hitman needs to hitch a ride, and this cabbie, played by Jamie Foxx, so there they are. They're driving around, and they're starting to have a conversation. He's asking him, what are you doing with your life? Do you live here in L.A.? How long you live in L.A.? I said, what about you? I said, I can't wait to get out of here. Every time I come here, I can't wait to get out of here. Blah, blah, blah. It's too many people. It's a huge city. And then they start having conversation. And then, well, I don't want to spoil the movie for people who haven't seen it. But anyway, the cab driver doesn't know that he's driving a hitman with a list of, clients that he needs to take out. And these are protected clients from the Attorney General, And his job is to go in and drive him around while he's offing all of these targets. Movies directed by Michael Mann. It was released in 2004. Great movie. So I don't know if you ever seen this movie, but uh, pretty fucking good. I haven't seen that movie in a long time. This also reminds me uh, something about Tom Cruise as an actor. I really don't care about the whole Scientology thing. I really don't. That's his business. He can belong to whichever group he wants to belong to. That's his business. But what I do appreciate about the guy, it's his commitment on making really good movies, man. Like he's committed. Like the guy is like driven, 100%. To make that commitment to make those movies, and you rarely see that with other actors. Other actors are just collecting the paychecks. They do these little Netflix movies, maybe some TV shows on HBO or Netflix or Amazon. This guy, it's committed, and he does dangerous stunts and so say what you want to say about Tom. Um, I mean, he's in his 60. He's 60 years old, man. And that's the amazing part. The man is 60 years old, and he looks like he's in his 30s. I don't know how he does it, but the bobcat should have eaten him already. Oh, you talking about your uncle? Oh, man. Listen, man. He's your uncle, man. You got to love your uncle, man. Come on. You got to remember, man. He raised you, right? Your uncle raised you. He's your... here's the thing, man. I sure have relatives whom I haven't spoken to in a long time, but I don't hold any grudges against any single one of them. I'm not a type of person to hold grudges. I just feel disappointed. When it comes to my relationship with my relatives, and I do have plenty of them, believe me, I do have plenty of them. It's just disappointment. Like I said, I don't hold any grudges against anyone, whether it be my relatives or even here, friends, and online friends, or what have you. It's just a disappointment, that I have when it comes to my relatives. It's disappointment. That's all. But hey, that's their choice. I always tell people, people make their choices, and that's what they want. Hey, it's all good by me. That's the way they want to live. Okay, cool. But I think holding a grudge, it's really stupid. Life is too short for that. In my opinion, life, it's an experience that should be celebrated. I'm not saying you should kiss anyone's ass. I'm not saying you should agree with everybody. But, I'm sorry to hear that. I didn't know that about your uncle. Well, that's his choice. You know, who knows why he made that decision to run away. You know, who knows, man. You know, we all have our reasons. You know what I mean? Not saying that what your uncle did was, you know, a right choice. But at the end of the day, man, you know, who knows why. You know, we can't access people's mind. You know, you don't know what's going on through your uncle's mind and why he decided to leave and why he left your two cousins and his wife in 2021 alone. Oh, he came back? Oh, he came back 2 years later and he started shit again. Oh, God. I'm sorry, Shuki. What are you gonna do, man? Nobody's relatives, nobody's families, or trust me, it ain't no bed of flowers and chocolates anywhere, dude. I haven't met anyone yet that told me, "Ooh, we have a tight family," or we have a tight relationship with our family or our relatives. No family is tight. Now, if you're lucky enough to have a very tight family and relatives and to have that kind of relationship, well, that's awesome, man. That's just amazing. But majority of people, me included, it's never been like a cozy relationship with my relatives and you know, my uncles and my cousins. Like I said, I have so many uncles and cousins, man. Oh my God, dude. But I haven't spoken to them God knows when. Like 20 years. It's been 20 years. And, you know, it is what it is, man. You can't waste your time wondering about that kind of stuff. That's why you have to just enjoy life, man. You know? Turn the page, man. People come and go. People come and go, dude. Turn the page. They make their own decisions. They made their own choices. They made their own bed. That's on them. It's not on you. You know, they made their own choice. They made their own beds. That's on them, not on you. You know, you just all you can do is worry about you. Remember, I told you. I think I was telling Renee not to get involved. You know. Trying to, like, I think she was trying to help her friend and talk to her friend's boyfriend, and then, you know, that didn't work out quite as well as she expected it. So this is why, you know, you don't want to get involved into anything. Just because you can't, listen, man, one thing I learned about people and relationships, and they hear you, but they don't care. They hear what you're saying. Like, this is honest to God truth. They hear what you're saying. Your uncle here, he hears what you're saying, but he doesn't care. Or, you know, your cousin might hear what you're saying, and he understands what you're saying, but he doesn't care. People do what they want to do. At the end of the day, man, they have their own mindset. They have their own agenda. They have their own beliefs. And you should do the same. You know, that's the way I ride this boat, man. It's my boat. It's open for anybody who is cool. You know what I mean? But as soon as someone starts, you know, shitting on my boat, telling me how this is how you should run your boat, that's when I'm like, all right, man, get out of my boat. You know, that's it. Here's the lifeboat. Put on this lifeboat vest. I hope you know how to swim. Here you go. Throw him overboard with a lifeboat vest. Because that's honestly the way I live my life. I know we're speaking in metaphorically. We're using a bunch of metaphors. But metaphorically speaking, and it's true. That's the way I live my life. Like, I respect everyone's opinions, but I don't like people telling me, oh, this is how you should live, or this is what you should do. Why aren't you doing this? Why aren't you doing that? I'm like, stop it, because it's fake, it's phony, because most of the time people are trying just to like have a small talk, and through small talk they want to tell you that their ways are better than yours, or just because something worked out for them doesn't mean it's going to work out for you. Here's another thing: just because you were successful at that certain thing, it doesn't mean that it's going to work out on me. That's another misconception that people have about life. Just because your brother is successful being whatever, let's say an entrepreneur, doesn't mean you're going to be successful and follow in the same footsteps and be an entrepreneur. That's not how life works, man. That's not. Life, the way life is, it's an experience. This is what I've been telling everybody. It's all experience, Shuki. Everything you do in your life, it's an experience. But you can look back and you can say, well, oh my goodness, having that cat, Shuki, all of these years was a great experience and something I will never forget, something I will cherish, right? Or whatever, growing up in your childhood, good moments, good memories. There's moments in life, man. There's moments in life that you remember and you carry with you everywhere you go. When you listen to a certain track, music, right? When you listen to a certain band and there's a certain music track playing on the radio, or you hear it like at a bar or sports bar or whatever, it reminds you of good times. It reminds you of certain someone. Reminds you of like the memories of good times that you had with that certain someone, right? So that happens to me all the time. Like every time I would listen to a radio and a certain music track from a certain band would be playing, it would remind me, of certain year, a certain someone that I met, or a certain someone I was dating back then, and it would just remind me of those good times, And that's what life is. It's carrying those experiences, or it's maybe a movie that reminds you of something or someone, or a music track, or a certain music band that's playing on the radio. So these are the moments in life, man. A lot of people are worrying. I was talking to this psychologist, and don't ask me why I was talking to a psychologist. All right, he's a friend of mine. Just he happens to be a psychologist. Not that I need one, but I know him as a friend, right? And I asked him, I usually ask him, well, how's it going, with your clients and patients? Everything good? Business good? Obviously, he cannot talk about the clients because it's confidential. He just kind of smirked and laughed at me. Yeah, it's busy, but the business is good. I said, okay, well that's good to know. So I started talking to him. Obviously, I can't ask him any specific details regarding his clients because it's all confidential. obviously. Otherwise, he would lose his license as a psychiatrist. But I did ask him about, like, one thing. I said to my friend who's a psychiatrist, PhD certified psychiatrist. I said to him, let me ask something, Doc. I call him Doc because he's a doctor. I said, don't you feel, and this is what I said to him, don't you feel that fear, most of the fear and anxiety that people have, and you dealt with them, Doc, so many of them, you dealt with them, that's your business, that's your profession. Don't you feel that anxiety and fear comes from one thing, worry? You know what he said to me? He smirked. He was like, I said, well, you've been doing some research, huh? Haven't you? I said, no, I just said, I've been watching a bunch of podcasts and I've been reading about different, methods, how different psychiatrists are using to treat their patients. And he said, yes, but not all the time. But yes, the root cause of fear and anxiety comes from worrying. Anxiety meaning panic attacks, where you're having a difficult time catching a breath, and you're like, your blood pressure is so high. That's because of anxiety. And of course, your mind is doing that, controlling your heart rate and all that. The heart rate, the blood flow. We don't want to go into details about specifics. But he said the worry is the key factor of anxiety and fear. So if you want to remove anxiety and fear, worry, it needs to be removed first. If you can remove worrying 24/7, now there's certain things, sure, you have to worry a little bit here and there, but the problem nowadays is people worry 24/7. They want to control everything. They want to control the future, the right now, the tomorrow, the next day, right? As if they have a crystal ball, as if they have a time machine. Don't worry. Worrying will shorten your lifespan. That's what this friend of mine, doctor, said. And it's true. Worrying creates fear. Fear equals anxiety. How do you get the anxiety? Through fear. What causes the anxiety? The fear. But what triggers the fear? Worrying. Oh my God, I have this flight. I have to go on this flight. I know it's a couple of hours flight. Don't worry. Enjoy the flight. Enjoy the flight. Because you can't have your mindset worrying. No different than people who have phobia of elevators. You're worrying about that elevator. Why? But what if I get stuck? Who says you're going to get stuck? Is it written somewhere? Is there like a script written somewhere? You walk into this building in this elevator, you're going to get stuck? No. If it happens, happens. You will deal with it. So, when I ask my friend this, he says, it's easier said than done. But there is a way through, there's certain techniques, obviously. And he didn't want to go into detail about those techniques because, of course, I have to come see him. I would have to be, he ain't going to do this session for free. But he did give me some key pointers. And honestly, the key pointers that he gave me was stop worrying. Enjoy life, man. Stop worrying about what this person says, what that person says, or what this person think of you. That is not your business. You don't care. You're here to enjoy the experience. Okay, what am I supposed to do? Worry about 8.4 billion people on this planet and what they think of me? I don't care what they think of me. People who are watching this right now, I don't care what you think of me. That is your problem, not my problem. You have to have the ability to let go of that worry. And people are constantly dealing with that. I see it every day. They're constantly worrying. But I'm glad that I helped you, Shuki. Didn't you tell me that I helped your insecurities a little bit through this channel? That it kind of helped you break that ice. And if I did, man, I'm happy and glad for that, man. Because I think last time you told me that I managed to do that for you. And if I did, man, genuinely, if you tell me the truth genuinely, I am like truly grateful for that, man. I really am. Because that's what I want to see, man, in people. I want to see people do well. Believe it or not. I know it might be difficult for some people to buy that, to believe that, but I want to see people do well. I do, man. Because I know what it's like to suffer. Because I've been through all of these things myself. People say, you don't know what it's like to be depressed. I said, I know what it's like to be depressed. I've been there. You don't know what it's like to have anxiety. I know what it's like to have anxiety and panic attacks and all that stuff. I've been there. You don't know what it's like to hear voices in your head. I know what it's like. I've been there myself. Listen, everything that people are telling me, I tell them I've been through it. I've been through it. But I have learned through the experience all of these things. And I was blessed to have good mentors in my life. Honestly, I was very fortunate. Lucky and fortunate that I had really good mentors in my life, man. That told me, like, what life it's about. And what kind of life do you want to have? Listen, the marriage, it's not for everyone. It's a big responsibility. Okay? You got to be honest with yourself. Is this really what you want? Do you want to be married? Do you want to raise kids? Is this what you want to do? And can you do it? And these are some honest questions you have to ask yourself. But only you can answer those questions. Honestly and truthfully. Don't do things just to fit in. This is another thing that drives me crazy. People do things just to fit in. Why? You're not helping yourself. You're not living to the fullest of your life experience that it should be. If everything is dependent on you impressing others or fitting in with the others, my friend, you are not living your life. You're living someone else's life that's dictating to you like a puppet on the strings on how you should live. Not everyone it's meant to be married. Not everyone's meant to have kids. That doesn't mean that there's something wrong with you. There's nothing wrong with you. It's just not for you. Okay? And there's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And if some women having difficult time understanding that, well, that's on them. That's not on you. That's on them. So it's not for everyone. We can go on so many other things. It's not for everyone. So live life based on what you want to live life. How many people become lawyers and they're like, man, the only reason I became lawyer because of my father. He was a lawyer and he wanted me to become a lawyer, and I can't stand this job. Yeah, it pays good money and benefits, all great, but I mean, I get so much anxiety, just stress and anxiety, sleepless nights, trying to remember everything, and it's very stressful. Listen, man, not everyone. You have to know what's good for you, man. What is your passion? You know what I mean? Like, I always tell people, find what your passion is and be truthful. Don't try to appease to other people. Appease to yourself and find out what is it that you want to do. Not because some fancy, flamboyant, sharp-looking guy on a YouTube channel with 50 million views is telling you what you should do. Go purchase my book. Go purchase my merchandise while he's sitting on billions of dollars. Don't listen to those con artists. They're con artists for a reason. How do you think they made their money? But that's what they love doing. They love working the system. They love being the con artists. And of course, there's a bunch of sheeps out there who will buy into their bullshit. And they're out there. So you need to find what's good for you. But you gotta be truthful here. Meaning in your heart. What do you want to do? And I mean, look, I like to give these pep talks. I like to give the advice because I don't know, man, who's watching. And these live streams and these videos will have a life of its own, and 10 years from now, even 20 years from now, people will look at these videos and maybe they'll be sitting and they're like not feeling good, or they're going through some depression or something, or they can't figure out the life, and they're watching this live stream, and this conversation takes place. So that's why I say these things that I say. And that's why I give this pep talk that I give. And that's why I give this advice that I give. Because I'm not, speaking from my ass. I mean, I've been around. I'm 46, man. 46 years old. I've been around. And I'm speaking everything that I speak to people. Whether it be here on the YouTube or in a podcast or in real life, or even when I was at the Gatsby's in the Horizon World, when I would meet other people there and we would socialize, everything I would tell people, it would be from the experience. Nothing I say to people, it's something that's me talking from my ass. You know what I mean, Shuki? It's never me talking from my ass. It's from a pure experience. And people can take it, leave it, it's free. Listen, you don't have to agree with me. You can say, screw you, Mr. 4K, and go to hell, Mr. 4K. Hey, that is your right. That is your right. You have that right. That is your First Amendment right. It's a democracy. But I also want to say it because I know that there's 8.4 billion people on this planet. And I'm not just making this video for one group of people. I'm making this video for 8.4 billion people on the planet who might be having difficulty with anxiety, fear, and they're struggling. And it's, it's a terrible, terrible, terrible way to live with that burden of anxiety, and if me telling you this can make you feel better, where I tell you, hey, stop worrying. Don't worry about your thoughts. Your thoughts are just noises. Pick and choose your thoughts. Yes, it's always working 24/7. This thing up here, it's always working 24/7. It never stops. Even while you're sleeping, it's working. But what does that mean? That I'm supposed to accept everything that my thoughts are telling me? That I'm supposed to accept everything that your voice is telling you? No. You know what's right and you know what's wrong. You know what makes you feel good and you know what makes you feel bad. And stop worrying. What will happen today? I don't know. But that's the beauty about life, is not knowing. What's going to happen tomorrow? I don't know. But that's the beauty of life, not knowing. What will happen next year? Oh, what about that asteroid in 2028? My God, it will come close to the Earth. What will we do? Enjoy it. Enjoy it. What happens, happens. You can even hold hands. Finally, you can get together with your uncles and your relatives. Hold hands, sing Kumbaya, celebrate one last night. Wait for that, asteroid, and that's it. Hold hands, sing Kumbaya. Whatever. All I'm saying is, don't worry. People worry every day, and it's ridiculous, man. Don't worry. Stop worrying. Well, I'm glad, Shuki. I really am, man. I'm truly am glad. Thank you. Look at that. I got another roulette ticket. Oh, so many tickets. Oh, my Lord. Well, sometimes I do that too. But it's like a certain game that will do that to me. Like a Kingdom Come. It's one of those games where it's just like it requires so much focus. Driving cars, it's easy for me. That's like no biggie for me. But with certain games like Kingdom Come Deliverance, like I gotta be like 100% focused, because there's so many things you need to pay attention to. There's so many things you gotta focus on. Versus this, it's easier. But even with a Kingdom Come, I try to kind of focus on you guys as well, and focus on the game. But it's really hard because I know what you mean. Yeah, a lot of streamers out there, they're like focused on like the game. And I get it. I understand, but at the same time, they also need to focus on what people are saying as well. I've been having some issues with the OBS. Now that I have updated my OBS 31.0.1, it's running smooth as a butter. Smooth as a butter. All right, let's see what we have. Shuki, let's see. Shuki, what do we have here, my friends? We got 3 gifts. 3 6-star roulette tickets. I know, I saw that. I was like, oh my God, dude. I felt bad for Renee. I heard you told me she was in. She was in. And my microphone was muted. I didn't realize. So I was like, I was talking. I didn't even know what I was talking to you guys because I don't remember because it was muted. It was hilarious. But those are the best streams, man, because they're hilarious. You know, they're funny though. I'm going out of my way trying to explain, and it's muted, and I'm like doing this and that, and you know, what is he doing with his hands? Like, what's going on? And hold on. Let's see what we got. Ooh, money, 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 money. Ooh. Oh, Lord. 1 million. Ladies and gentlemen. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Eat your heart out. Test Drive Unlimited Solar Crown. Eat your heart out. Wow. 2 million, huh? Huh? Nice. Easy money. Here we go. Easy money, my friend. Oh, come on, 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 come on. Ooh! A new car. Genesis X Grand. Ooh, look at the PP. 80840. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Oh, my God. Is this like a prototype? Oh yeah. Another cheater car. Now I can enjoy the multiplayer properly. The way it was meant to be. Now I can enjoy the multiplayer the way it was meant to be. But to be honest, all I need is just a Shuki. I just need a Dodge Tomahawk. Do I need anything other than Tomahawk, Batmobile, Dodge, Tomahawk, Batmobile? That's all I need. Honestly, Shuki. That's all I need. I just entered the multiplayer with a Tomahawk and everybody's like, I'm leaving. I'm leaving. Ooh. New enter the hypercar parade bonus menu added. New collection Alpine extra menu added. Ooh, we gotta go to cafe. We'll find out. I'm gonna store in the garage. Ooh. Ooh. Alright, let's go. Let's see. It's a 6-star. Oh, just the parts. Nah. Hey, it's all good. It's all good. Look at that. $2,103,000. $2,103,000. How nice. Just how nice. Hey, let's go check this car. Let's change the car. Where's the car that I just received? Received 186 cars. Oh, there's Tomahawk. There's Tomahawk right there. Ooh. Ooh. I'm getting closer to 190. Man, we're getting closer to 200 cars. Ooh. Oh, there it is. Current car changed. Nice. Look at it. Look at it. Isn't it beautiful? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It's beautiful. Look at this car, man. Well, let's take it for a spin, huh? Let's take it for a spin. Let's see how it drives. Huh? 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 Let's give it a try. Let's do a quick race. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, here it is. Look at this beauty, man. It's a beautiful car. Whoa! Whoa! What in the world is this? I don't like that mirror. The rear view mirror in front. Oh my god, it's so distracting. But it's still good. Still good. Such a strange car, dude. This is a very strange car. Oh, it's a shaver. But it's a fast. It's a fast shaver. It's fast. It's a very fast shaver. Oh. Such a good shaver. It's pretty good handling, though. I'll tell you that. Don't you laugh at me, AI. It's a nice shaver. My kind of shaver. Whoa! Yo, that AI did that on purpose. That AI did that on purpose, man. He did that on purpose. Whoa. It's fast. This thing is fast, man. It's pretty good, actually. It's good on cornerings. Pretty good on handling. The wheel. Nice. What was that? What the hell was that? Oh! Come on, come on. I know. Well, that's AI, man. Don't mess with Sophie. Sophie is the AI. Don't mess with Sophie, my friend. She doesn't like to be messed around. This is so weird, dude. But I can get used to it. It might be electric shaver, but it's still fast. It's fast. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, 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 oi. Oi, oi, oi. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hey, I still came into third place. It's all good. It's all good, my friends. This electric shaver can get things done. That's right. That's right. Don't laugh at this electric shaver. Don't laugh. It's a really nice Genesis. Second place. There we go. Oh! Did pretty good. Ah, well, second place. I can live with that. That's an AI Sophie, dude. I'm racing against the AI Sophie. So, you know, not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. That's right. Oh my God. What time is it? 8:30? 8:30 in the morning. 8:30 in the morning. And I haven't even eaten my breakfast. And it's 8:30 in the morning. And I know for you too, it will be a time for you to go to sleep pretty soon. Because it's about that time, right, Shuki? It's almost around that time. Yeah, I figured I'd come in and do this for like a couple of hours with you. Because I was so happy to go back to PlayStation and play some Gran Turismo. Because I've been busy with the Kingdom Come Deliverance too, man, for 5 days. And of course, big thanks to Jose, man. I really appreciate Jose, you purchasing that game, man. Thank you so much. It's a great game. The combat could have been better. That's like my only thing about, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Everything else is great. It's just the combat could have been done a little bit better. That's all. But I understand they did that on purpose because they want you to level up and level up your skills so you can get to that certain level with certain techniques, right? It's all about grinding and leveling up. I get it. But Kingdom Come Deliverance, I will still give it 10 out of 10, even though the combat could have been a little bit better. And I know it's about grinding it. You have to grind it. You have to level up. You have to take your time and level up. So it's a bit of a grind. You have to grind, but I still give it 10 out of 10. Well, I'm glad Shuki. That's why I came in. I was like, dude, Shuki's by himself over there. Like, holy shit, man, I can't. It's the middle of the night. Shuki's out there, man, by himself. Like, I got to jump in. I got to do this with Shuki, But don't worry, we'll continue tonight. We'll be back, ladies and gentlemen. We'll be back at our regular programming. I'm taking a little break from Kingdom Come Deliverance because I spent 5 days since Wednesday. I spent 5 days playing Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, so I need to take a little break from Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. So we have to get back into our regular routine, which is Gran Turismo 7. So yeah. There will be a Assetto Corsa Evo Evolution on Tuesday, not tonight but tomorrow. Just to let you know, Shuki, to give you guys a heads up on how the Academy licensing works. How are these special events now? What do these special events consist of on these racing tracks and racing cars? How many cars they have available, etc., etc. So pretty much with this latest update on Assetto Corsa Evolution, they have licensing called the Academy, which helps you unlock a new license to unlock and buy these cars, different types of cars, and you also earn money. So far I have like $74,000. And then they have special events called the SE, special events racing, with different tracks, with a different category of cars. They have different categories of racing, sports, hyper, and high performance. They have those different types of cars, I think, on there. I'll say this. Assetto Corsa Evolution, it's an early access. It's still rough around the edges. My biggest issue, and I'm sure you will agree with me, Shuki, and I know it's an early access. I get it. But my biggest issue with Assetto Corsa Evo, the sound. Dude, every car sounds the same. Like, no, you can't do that. What makes Gran Turismo so unique and amazing, it's every car, not only does it sound different as it should, but it drives different as well. And that's one of the unique things about Gran Turismo, that it's so unique. The sound in Assetto Corsa is just they all sound the same, dude. Like, and it's like, come on, man. They have to work on the sound. Let's save that for tomorrow, for Tuesday. Shuki. Because I want to point out certain things tomorrow night for you and Yeti, because I know Yeti's curious about it as well, and you can see it for yourself as well, and then you can also determine on your own, what do you think? Is this worth putting down 20 on this now? And keep in mind, the thing about Assetto Corsa, it's always being developed. And it's an early access. So we have to be aware of that. But does it have a, look, I know some people, I'm sorry about making it so long, Shuki. I know that some people are trying to compare Assetto Corsa Evo to have a potential to become a competitor with Gran Turismo 7. Can I be honest? I'll just say it. No way. Assetto Corsa, what they're trying to achieve, it's good for what they can reach, what's within their reach. But dude, you can't take on a juggernaut that's been around since 1997, which is Gran Turismo. It's good to have those ambitious ideas to be able to compete, but your ambitious ideas will fall short because Polyphony Digital's been doing this for 30 years. For 30 years. I mean, even Forza, the Forza Motorsport has been struggling. And they're actually pretty good. I would say Forza Motorsport's pretty good. But even Forza Motorsport's been struggling to even bring a glass of water to the mighty juggernaut behemoth that it's Gran Turismo. It's a masterpiece, man. I know. So the answer is no. But anyway, we'll talk about it tomorrow night. But tonight we're doing Gran Turismo 7 all-nighter from 6 till 6. From 6 till 6, 12 hours, man. We're doing a 12-nighter. Trust me, we're going back to our regular programming. And then tomorrow we'll do all-nighter with Assetto Corsa Evolution, and we'll talk about it. I want to hear what you guys have to say as well. So we got pretty cool 2 days, Monday and Tuesday, man, looking pretty good. We got Gran Turismo tonight, 7. I already got 2 million in the bank, and tomorrow we got Assetto Corsa Evolution. So I can't wait. But yeah, just to give you the short answer, Shuki, the answer is no. Yes, Assetto Corsa, it's nice that it's there. Nothing against it. It's a nice racing game, but no way in hell. No way in hell, dude. But hey, if they can prove us wrong, but no. And I'll tell you why no. I know you got to go to sleep. And I'll tell you this. They can't, because they don't have the resources that Digital Polyphony Polyphony Digital has. Right there, dude. 30 years of experience. 30 years, 3 decades of experience. Polyphony Digital has all the resources in the world from all the different automobile manufacturers. So there's just no way. The only thing that's better than Gran Turismo 7, Gran Turismo 8. And that's it. The only thing that can be better than Gran Turismo 7, it's Gran Turismo 8 when it comes out on PlayStation 6. That's it. When it comes out on PlayStation 6. Gran Turismo 8 will be better than Gran Turismo 7. That's it. All right, Shuki, I got to let you go to sleep. We'll continue tonight. Thank you, everybody. Make sure you check out my previous live streams, my previous videos. So, yeah. I'll see you tonight. Gran Turismo 7 tonight. And then tomorrow night, Assetto Corsa Evolution with a brand new update. All right, guys. Love you. Love you, Shuki. God bless you. God bless you and your family. God bless everybody. Stay healthy. Stay positive. And remember what I said. Don't worry. Stop worrying, guys. Don't worry. All right. Take care. See you tonight, guys. See you tonight.